it's a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, and I've already had opportunity to do 2 man things already.
This is why you don't hire boats to groups of young men.
How are the buttocks, dear?
One's alright, one's not so good.
She's ready to blow. Good morning sound. Having a go at lighting the fire. It's cold on the boat this morning. This wet cloth that I've put on top is now steaming, so it's official. I've actually done a man thing. Look at that. I must actually, yeah, do not set fire to e-cloth. But look, the fan's going and everything. Need to turn that round. I'm chopping my fingers off. Yes, look at it. Okay, note to oneself. Probably don't dry the cloth on the fire. So this is the morning scene that's greeted us. Yeah, it's rather nice. It's been a frosty one. Tell I'm right-handed, can't you? With a battery pack tucked under my arm so I don't drop it into the water. Now this is this pile of stuff that I mentioned last night that I do not want to run through. I don't know what on earth is in there. There's all sorts of garbage, so I don't think our pole's going to be long enough. I'm going to see if the pole on the boat, I mean we can just walk the boat down the tow path here and through that gap, but that doesn't help the next boater coming through. So right, I'm going to think of a solution, see if we can get rid of that. Right, well, I got it. Don't think I'm going to be wearing this this footwear for the rest of the day. Look at that. Don't want that stuck in your weed hatch. Cool. Yeah, so it's a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, and I've already had opportunity to do 2 man things already. Yes, this is canal boating at its finest. So I've just been back into the boat to say to Sue, have you seen all of that thing that's that was in the canal? And she said, please tell me you haven't put that on the top of the boat. Like, okay, I know I'm looking for firewood as we find it at the side of the canal, but no, I haven't put that on the top of the boat. So peaceful. Right, anyway, more boat checks to do, breakfast to have, coffee to drink, and then we need our plan for the morning. I'm maybe no expert in these things, but that looks pretty good to me. I don't see any large weeds or anything in there, so I think we're good actually. So essentially what you do is you remove this lid with the 2 handles. That bottom bit obviously goes in the water. just above the propeller, and then you see the hole in the middle of that. This thing fixes. So yeah, I think we're good to go. So let's try and put this thing back together again. Voila! Turns out I left my spare boots at home. Looks like I'm going to have wet feet for the day. Not because I can't change my socks, obviously, but my trainers. Actually, I could put them there for a minute, couldn't I?
Don't do to your trainers what you did to the e-cloth.
Oh yeah, good point.
Then
right.
you'll have 0 footwear.
Yeah, that is officially bad. Right, I'm going to stick with wet footwear. On the balance of, yeah, I'm going to stick with wet footwear, it's fine.
A quick little risk assessment.
Yeah. I even risk setting my feet on fire here, don't I?
Shall I put on?
Oh, here she goes.
My dry trainers or my dry boots?
Right, nobody needs to hear you with your halo.
Listen to her purr.
Listen to her purr. A bit more throttle, just to... There we go. Now what we're going to get, you probably saw this yesterday morning. She's a touch smoky in the morning, and that will just, as she warms through, that will completely go, and we'll have a completely clear exhaust. Okay, official team morning.
Morning.
So what are we doing today? What are we doing today?
You want to get to Banbury, don't you? Or near to Banbury.
Yeah, I'd like to get to Banbury.
And I'd like to still do some cleaning. Which we've done very little.
Yeah. Okay.
But
first things first, diesel. So we're going to try, well, we are hopefully going to get to Lower Heyford, get some diesel. We'll let you know how that goes and what the current price is. Because we're in the middle of this sort of period of fuel being very expensive. And it's the first fuel we've bought for a boat. Yeah, and then we're just going to see how far we get today and stop where we stop. And
I've not shrunk, by the way.
Oh yeah, the towpath is...
I'm standing in a bit of a dip.
Yeah, the towpath is slanted, so... I wonder what lives in there. Created a sort of teepee. Right, so I've just gone to avail myself of the facilities, and Sue was tying up on the centre line. And I assumed she was going to hold the boat, but she's obviously gaining confidence all the time, because she's literally tied up and then gone to... Oh, it looks like she's cleaning out the lock actually. She's got the long brush. There must be some debris up there, so... But yeah, she was confident enough just to tie up and wander off. The cut here, it's lovely. Birds tweeting, hear the water in the distance. Hello, sailor.
It's against us.
Really?
Yeah. But what I can't work out is there's loads of water pouring in at that end.
Oh, did somebody not close the...
They are shut. So I've just opened these, obviously, to empty it.
Yeah.
I was going to scoop some of that out, but it was...
Oh my word.
I know, it was too low. I couldn't reach it with the brush to start with. Look at all that lot. That can't be right. The paddles are shut.
It's super leaky, maybe. Well, fact.
More than leaky, that.
Fact, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see you the boat. I was like, oh, she's... somebody's gaining in confidence.
I just thought I'd check which way the lot was, that was all.
Look at all this mess that we've got to go through.
Oh!
Ah, right, okay, so might want to just go and have a look at that. So one of the things at this time of year, I suppose, and when I know the CRT team have been out chopping trees, etc., and you can see just how narrow this lock is. I mean, the boat's literally just squeezing through. And on the port side here, this lock gate won't open any more than it currently is because of all this sort of debris that gets trapped. I mean, it is what it is, I suppose, but yeah, I mean, I've not good. What have we got? A couple of inches or something maybe on this side. But lock's about 5 feet deep, I think. Got a much deeper lock to come very short, well, fairly shortly. Somerton Deep Lock. I suspect the clue's in the name. Sue doing an epic job. Ugh. Wowzers.
I lost my winder.
Since you used it. Oh, there. That thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
I usually leave it by the
Oh,
thing.
that's splodge.
One, to remind me to close them, and two, so I don't lose it.
Yeah.
We always put it by the paddles.
Maybe we should paint it bright pink or something. We could have it on a lanyard.
In the gate.
Pardon?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a swap.
Well, I'm not going to drive the boat out. No, I'll do the gate. It's alright when you get it swinging.
You sure?
Yeah.
Come here. Bit of teamwork.
It's easy when you put your back into it. Hey, what? It gets you warm doing a lock.
Yeah, well, we're in the
Take one
sun
of
as well, aren't we?
my 4 layers off now.
Remember to stop before you
Take
end
my
up
coat
in
back.
there. I certainly can, dear.
Thank you.
This is the life, eh?
It's alright, isn't it?
Back into it. Hop aboard, crewmates. Mind the gap.
It's like being on the London Underground. Not.
Not.
First boat we've passed. Oh dear. What happened to your door?
Couldn't get in last night.
Oh. I was a bit scared somebody was breaking in.
Yeah, you were.
Worrying how easy it is to get in. Knocked ourselves over the panel. Oh yeah. We have dropped it.
It happens.
This is why you don't hire boats to groups of young men. Not that I'm being
There's a sweeping statement.
sexist, but
Ageist.
not ageist.
How do you know they were men?
Look like men, spoke like men, act like men,
They were
equals
hungover
man.
from last night like men.
Yeah. I think it's fairly safe to make that statement.
Right, let's fire up the Quattro.
Mind the steps, mind the steps, mind the steps.
Mind the steps. hit.
There.
Oh, you bum.
That is going to be a real shiner. Not that that's going.
Cracker is that one?
That's not going to be on display. That's for sure. And my coat's covered in peach water.
So we've had a bit. So that was an interesting stop. So the good news is that we're now absolutely full of diesel. The bad news is Sue tried to commit suicide by falling down the steps.
The steps that I said we'll have to be careful not to fall down.
Yeah. So you're going to end up with one hell of a shiner on your left buttock, aren't you?
Yeah, well I caught it right on the corner of the gas locker there, so that definitely bore the brunt, but it's still feeling sore now from... No one gets to see it. No one gets to see what that looks like.
I might have a bit of a look. The other thing that's borne the brunt is the old credit card. So I've just filled up with diesel, 128 litres, and that has cost us the princely sum of £204. So, oh, we need to do the stick thing, don't we, and just see where on the stick full is.
Oh, you need your full, yeah.
Yeah. So
I should have done that.
yeah, we won't use too much before we get to a lock, will we? And we can dip again. So we also got some good advice for. Have we actually said where we are?
No, I was just going to say we've not actually said where we are.
Where was it? Thingy Wharf.
Lower Heyford.
Lower Heyford Wharf. Highly recommend them. Couldn't have been more helpful. Just really dead nice people. They weren't sort of like, oh, do you not know this? Do you not know that? Just happy to dispense some advice, but not in a unpleasant way. So yeah, if you're new to boating or whatever, yeah, you can go there with confidence and not feel like conscious. So yeah, we got some good tips for where we could possibly moor. I think we're going to say that Banbury's just. How long do they say to Banbury? Did you say 6 hours?
9 to 10.
9 to 10. So Banbury's a combination of two things. One, too far. Well, we could get there, but we'd have to be racing, and that's not what this is about. We want a bit of time, don't we, to ourselves. So what was the other one he mentioned? Ainho.
She said was about 3 hours away. It's 11:30 now. Although we'll be stopping to have lunch, won't we, on the way? But 3 hours. So
it's just going to be bread because we can't afford anything else now.
Might give you some beans with it.
There you go. Oh, look at that little.
We're sharing a tin.
There, sorry.
We're sharing a tin though.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Just a cute little nest in the middle of that bush. Is that a bush? What is that? I don't know.
It's a tree.
Bush structure thing. Oh, there you go. Life in slow motion. That's a.
Is that police tape?
Well, I'm just thinking, is that police tape? Maybe people just use that for. Like, how do you get a roll of police tape? I suppose you get the Amazon copy version.
Or nick it from a crime scene. Maybe it's CRT tape.
Yeah, it's pretty brazen, isn't it, to nick something from a crime.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Excellent. What's going on here? That's just random,
It is
isn't it?
police tape though.
Anyway, there you go.
So you're getting like me now, more nosy.
Oh, yeah, well, who doesn't see police tape and not think, why did my voice go so incredibly high? Who doesn't see police tape and think, well, come on, what's going on there then? I need to know. And it is a need, isn't it? It's not want to know, need to know. So yeah, so it sounds like we might have our It's weird actually, when you stick a camera on yourself, you get some sort of amnesia thing. Is that where you forget stuff? Is that where you can't sleep? Some beautiful houses. Look at that private mooring there. Just fabulous. Right, let's go and have a look at lift bridge number X.
205.
205. Oxford Canal Walk. So how does that even work? Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, look at that house. Oh my word.
Oh, you ever need a key?
Oh, beautiful. Need a key.
Clear the bridge of traffic.
Oh, look at all the thatched cottages.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Oh, wow. Okay, so that stunning little hamlet is actually Lower Heyford itself, so looks like a nice place just to spend half an hour just walking around with the thatched cottages. That we probably should have done that, shouldn't we? Yeah, probably should have done that. Actually still can. Right, I think what I might advocate actually is stopping here just for lunch. Go and have a quick wander around there. Sue, in the meanwhile, has gone to deal with her buttocks, and not quite sure how she's going to deal with them, but yeah, she's obviously got a bit of a whack when she fell into the stairwell, so not ideal. Right, I'm gonna try more up here then, I think, for a moment. Right, so the plan is I'm going to do some washing up on the towpath, because why not?
Don't marry girls.
No chance am I using those. You're on your own.
Well, I'm doing.
That looks pleasant. Do you fancy a beer?
Oh.
You've got to do at least a couple of hours extra. Catch you on the way back.
Do it down for about 9.
Have fun.
Will do. Cheers, guys.
So I know this looks like I've shirked my duties, but while I was chatting to the canoeist, is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sue decided to don the marigolds herself and get scrabbing.
Be a scrubber.
In a Being poor isn't the same thing, is it?
As being a scrubber.
Yeah.
No.
It's not the same thing.
That was one of my dad's favourite. One of his ways to describe people. She's a right scrubber.
See, Bob was a old school policeman when they were allowed to be called policemen before they had to be called police officers, and he was of the generation where a good old clip round the ear roll and telling your parents on you.
Oh, it was a real thing though.
Got stuff done.
Yeah, it did. And people, even like the kids, respected him.
Yeah, well,
the ones he was telling off, they knew if they got told off by PC Bob, they were.
You cross the line.
They were, they were taking the punishment.
When you cross the line, your bleep bleep is mine.
Right, how's that? Well, the mould's gone, so that's good.
It's a good start.
It's pretty clean, that.
Wicked. The mould, just so everyone knows, isn't ours. It's it was already there. Just using the grill for the first time.
It's another item cleaned.
Ta-da! Look at that. With mild green fairy liquid. Although
it is actually.
there you go.
It's not mild green. It's I think it's lemon, but.
Other cleaning, washing up liquid is, or for Abby, dish soap. Other dish soaps are available. Just Fairy's the best.
It is.
You can't say that. just
All
did.
right, Sean. The pink bowl's working out well.
Available at Dunelm. Oh no, that was
No.
Matalan.
Matalan.
Yeah, that was
And
Matalan.
it's £3, so it's cheaper than Dunelm.
Not surprised. It's good value, Dunelm, though.
Yeah.
So this is the corner that Sue's derriere met with. So she's walking backwards back onto the boat from the boat that we tied up to for the fuel, and stepped into the, don't know what you call that actually. I don't know, onto the steps and fell backwards. Ouchies. The lunch of champions. How are the buttocks, dear?
One's alright, one's not so good.
I'm on the there's probably a fancy boaty word for this, the sort of seating bench at the back, using the what was a generator locker. There's a table with a view. Sue needs soft seating.
even this is hurting.
Anyway, bon appetit. Nice and cold as well.
Oh. On this the opposite way we should have. Right guys, how's it going?
Yeah, we're enjoying the sun.
Oh, fair one. Don't blame you. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Oh, you could have held it in. I was going to check the boat down.
Enjoy.
What are you doing down here then?
So we bought the boat down on the River Thames, just South Oxford.
So we need to know your names in case you end up on YouTube.
I'm Alan.
Alan. Matty. Nice to meet you.
And yourselves?
Elliott and Sue.
Ah, nice to meet you.
You too.
Enjoy
How
the.
far have you?
Which bit?
How far have you got to go?
We're going back about 4 miles, give or take.
Oh right, okay.
So,
Dare I ask how long that takes on that? Not long at all, I think, by the way you guys go.
Quicker than we can do it.
yeah.
We were on the Thames and all the rowing boats where, you know, like proper rowing clubs of the...
Right next to Oxford.
Yeah, and my gosh,
They
they're
can ship.
quick. Oh, those guys are just, yeah, they're absolute rocket ships, those things. Yeah, we're chugging along and these guys are just like, yeah, you just feel like you're in the way.
Technique, it's quite funny.
Well, it's like a military operation. They've got these boats, I mean, you probably know all about this, but they've got these powered boats that look like sort of like this box on the back of ours, but with an engine, and that's the trainer just sort of saying, oh, I don't know.
Got the easy life.
yeah. They got the dog on there and whatever, and then these, yeah. But it looks looks hard work.
Yeah, it is. All upper body. It's mental.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough here, obviously. I mean, this thing is,
Yeah, while he's shouting for another beer.
Yeah,
That's
Dave.
the life. That's the life. Why not? Who else wants that?
Yeah.
I will.
Enjoy the beers.
I've got to try and not spill it now and open it.
Yeah.
That's the
No rocking the boat or else it'll be fizzy.
Where you going? That way. Thanks very much, guys.
Have fun.
And yourself, take care.
Cheers. They deserve that beer, so those beers, don't they?
Off they go.
Off they go.
Alan and Matty.
Wow. Move that wheelie bin in the middle of the picture, and that's chocolate box stuff, isn't it? The shape of that, the thatch roof. you're going to have a high street, that's how to do it. Sundial Cottage.
Oh look.
Yeah. So what's that telling you?
Let me have a look. It's 1 o'clock.
Not sure that's what that's telling you, I don't know.
That's what that's telling me.
Oh, look at the old windows, and
It's so cute.
it's epically cool.
That's not what you call a level playing field, is it?
Literally.
I'm not sure if that comes out on the camera really.
No, but it's pretty slopey, isn't it?
Oh,
Christmas cottage. Wonder what it costs to replace the roof on one of these.
it's an extension, that's it.
Is that a trick question?
No, I just thought they were replacing the roof. I didn't realise. I didn't see the window.
Yeah, it's an extension, dear. Doing well to get planning permission. Bung the local council some cash dollars.
You know it doesn't work like that.
I know it doesn't work like that. 'Cause they still say no. Oh, lovely! Look, another one. Oh, is that thatched on both?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just the roof lines. Different, I think, on both sides. Just to the top of the village now. Trans Am. Bet that guy's a bit of a character. Non-eccentric people do not buy Trans Ams. Right, so we have Upper Heyford 1 mile, that away, and Somerton 2, which in a car would take you just no time at all, but let's see how long it takes us on the boat. Let's get back to the water. Don't know if this comes across in camera, but look, I'm whispering because somebody's got the window open. Look how narrow that room is. That's incredible.
Do you think you're that tall?
What's your point?
Do you think you're that tall? ...
Yeah. You'd have an angle. It's nice seeing all the thatched cottage roofs, and the pitch of them is really steep, isn't it? In fact, yeah, talking of pitch, look at that.
It's nice, the gate and the
Yeah, and the
stones.
arch and colour. I think if I was having a gate done, like, bespoke, I think I would have...
Made it fit.
Boom. You've just been delivered. Sue has just delivered.
I was only finishing off your sentence for you because I knew exactly what you were going to say.
Alright mate, you know your gate don't fit. Hello my angel. Is that a kite or something? It's got a red body, or is it me?
It's red.
Oh, I've got my sunglasses
Red
on.
kite.
Yeah, I think that's... well, I've no idea. Yeah, should we go red kite? Oh, look at that tree. What's the time, Sue?
About
now?
This one.
Oh yeah, you're right, it's moved. So did they move the sun or move the cottage? How does that even work? If that's a sundial, how's it wrong? Oh, didn't see that.
No.
So that's the old church, is it? There's a mezzanine at the back in that level. The second set of windows back on the right hand side. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. Got to be done well though, haven't they? Church conversions. See, so many of them are just like naff. Well, that looks good. There's once a big barn door there.
No.
Yeah. Something, or was it just another entrance like that?
Sorry, I thought you said it needs one.
No, so it will have been two at some point, won't it? Presumably there was a door there,
Oh, I see,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right, yeah.
Oh, there's a day stone, you see it?
No. Is it in English? You don't have to do all that XXM thing.
No.
1899. It's a shame those windows have been bricked up, isn't it? In fact, it's not even brick, is it? It's painted render or something, isn't it? Like concrete that they then tried to ape the original windows with. Who's that dude? Something to do with the baby Jesus.
Keeps his eye on his church.
Yeah. Wow, that was Lower Heyford. Very, very nice. Say?
Was that boat there before?
A boat. Check this out on the. I'm not going to poke this in somebody else's window, but look,
Ah.
cat flap cut into the window. Smart. Look, word's got out that we've been feeding the ducks, so we've now got a swan. I think they see the open side hatches, don't they, and just sort of think, right, who can I hassle for food? Does it feel weird walking up the towpath looking at the boat going, that's ours? Or not yet?
Very,
Yeah.
very. And we need to find a shop because you've given away your beers.
I've given away my beers. Although, yeah, I think that as much as they'll enjoy those cold beers having rowed around on their boat more than I would, so. But it would be good to find a shop with cold beers in the fridge.